Hello, my dear students. Here we are in the last section of the set theory. Let's be together and wind up the topic at large. The link down here is there for you to be connected. Please watch the previous videos, right, so that we are always updated with what we are discussing. Without wasting much of our time, can we wind up the topic by having the last section of the sets? Remember what we have discussed in the past. We talked a lot of issues, defining the set C, types of set C, or issues about the intersection of set C, complement of set C, and we had even to go further by discussing something about the universal set, which is more like the mother sets carrying subsets. Right. So with that, we had also to look at the issue that how we can present the universal set. That's the issue about the Venn diagram. So in the previous video, we discussed the Venn diagram, how it is drawn, and how it is applied. Right, so here we are. We will have now the word problems where we need to see the area where we can apply the knowledge of the set as such. Right, so please let us be together and see how we can apply the knowledge about the set. I have got two problems here. One is from the two set problems. The other one is about the three set problems. And this is the area where most of the exam comes. So we hope that we have to be together and see how we can handle this one down. Right. The first problem, as I've already mentioned, is a two-set theory. If you can remember the objectives, we're there discussing how we can draw Venn diagram for the two-set problems and also Venn diagram for the three-set problem. So the two problems here that also are matching with the objectives that we have had area. Right, so we are going to apply the knowledge of sets in the first problem about the two set problems. Like here, we have a survey of 30 pupils who revealed that 12 of them play football, 15 pupils play tennis, and T, the number is not known, play both football and tennis. Well, somewhere we're also told that 4 out of the 30 itself play neither football nor tennis. You can see now, here we are in the real life situation. It's about now games. Somebody conducted a survey and this is what he got. It's more like statistics. Right. Now here we are asked to draw a Venn diagram to show the information and use it to calculate the value of T. Where T here shall mean what? Those who play both games. They can play tennis. At the same time, they can also play football. Right, so now here we are. Let's see how we can present the information in the Venn diagram. So as I said, a Venn diagram is just like pictorial presentation of the sets. So we have to see that the information here of the 30 pupils are categorized into minor sets, which are just like subsets. So we are just like here going to present the main set, including the minor set within it by a pictorial presentation, which we call it what? The Venn diagram. So remember how we introduce it. We begin by drawing the, what we call it, the rectangular presentation, signifying the universal set. That's the main set. That's the starting point when you are drawing the Venn diagram. So what I have here is the sum. Can I allow me now to remove this subtitle of our discussion here? Right, so what I'll do for part A, I'll have my shape that looks something like this. Look at this. Right, it's a rectangular shape. That's just like universal, main set. So on top here, I'll write a symbol of the universal like this one here, but I have to at least be able to state how many members or elements are found in this universal set. So attached here is a symbol N, simplifying the number of elements in the universal set, which in this case, according to our question, is given as 30. So we write it this way to say we have got 30 members of our discussion. We'll say 30 members form the this set here of the universal set. Right, so now out of the 30, we'll be able to see some subsets, which are defined as those who belong to category of the tennis and those who belong to the category of the what? Football. So here in sets, as I explained that time, if we're talking of the minor sets from the universal set, these minor sets now has to be represented in a different shape. So our preference here is always the circles. So if I talk of the circle for the talk of the pictorial presentation of members who play football, I'll have a circle of that kind, and also for those who play tennis, I'll have got a similar that's a diagram of the same kind. That's the circle and the circle. So we have a circle for football and a circle for tennis. So here we are always brief. We don't like the weights aside, say football, a set of what you talk about tennis. No, we always prefer to present the write-up by symbols. So here our symbol that is going to present the circle for the football, you just prefer a capital letter, which is F. This represents football. And the identity representing the members in tennis, you can prefer to have a letter T. So when I come inside here, this rectangular shape, which is just like the mother said, what I'll do here, I'll write a circle, this one here like this one, to say this is a category of all members out of the 30 who are found inside who play football. So I'll write this circle and F on top there, where F shall mean football. Right. Then I need also to consider is about those who play tennis. So they are also part and parcel of the 30. So it means I need also to take this T represented by this circle inside here. But now when I'll be drawing this other circle for the tennis, I have to be mindful on how I draw it. It's either it should be disjointed from F, written like T, if I see that there's no one else who play tennis also play what? Football. It means that they are going to present the two sets. It will be like this. But now, the fact that here we are told that there are some guys, but they are not known, and they're represented by the variable T, they play both. It means here, this, by what we discussed in the previous video, that tells us we talk of the intersection of sets. That's it. It means there are some who intersecting, talking of the intersection of football and tennis. So when now I'm going to draw the other circle here, I need to draw in such a way that I have to show the space here that shows the intersection, where I'm going to feature the people who play both games. So in this case, it means this other circle has to intersect with the other one like this. Look at this. Aha, that's it. So that a space of this kind here tells us that this space belongs to both football and tennis. Right, so this is the way we do. My students, right. So this is the pictorial presentation of the information regarding to the 30 pupils who are subdivided into minuses such as the football and tennis. Right, so here we are. If we can define now the spaces inside this rectangular box, we'll be able to see that there's a space here outside the circles. This space represents students who do not take in one of the football. They don't play football, they don't play tennis. But now when we come here, look at this space here. This space is just a space of F only. So you can consider this is just like the space representing number who play football only. The same this one, space for those who play the talk of tennis only. But here in the middle here, you talk of the space that belong to both tennis and football. So I have to consider that each time I'll write a number inside here. So what do we have now? We are told that 12 play football, which means the whole of this circle here, the whole of this circle, all who are found in here, it means there are 12. And again, we talk of another 15 for tennis. It means the whole of this circle here, T, is for what? Tennis. It means here we're getting this plus this give us 15. Again here, it means this space here plus this space here, it gives us what? 12. But now in the middle, it is T for both. So I'll write T here first, like this. So now I'll use these numbers here, 15 and 12, to find the number who play tennis only by this space and who play football only by that space. So what I have here is just like I'll come down here and just have a light up to say number who play football only. I'll write this one, football only, only. This one will be equal to, considering the entire circle here for football is 12. It means this plus the T is 12. So if I would like just to find this one, this space here, which is number of football only, what I'll do, I'll talk of the 12 minus t. I'll have it here. So 12 minus t is the number who play football only. So I'll write here 12 minus t. The same it applies to this part here. We now be considering the number of pupils who play tennis only. I'll do similarly, considering the entire t here. There are 15 pupils, meaning this space and this space is 15. If I found this space here, what I'll do, I'll only have my 15 here, subtracting the t, where I'll have now 15 minus t. These are the numbers who play tennis only. So this is just like an expression. So an expression 15 minus t represents the number who play tennis only, and 12 minus t represents the number who play football only, while t is an expression that represents the talk of the number who play both football and the net and the what? That's a tennis. Right. So this is the way we do. At least some kind of mathematics has to be done here. Arithmetic, a simple arithmetic, this minus that has to be considered. Right. Then now we also have another number which is 4, where we are told that 4 play neither football nor tennis. So as I said, as I was highlighting up the meaning of the spaces inside the talk of this rectangular figure representing the universal set, the space outside here is the space that represents those who do not play football or tennis. So it means my 4 will be fixed outside anywhere, outside these circles, but inside the rectangular box. So which means in this case, our Venn diagram is of this representation. So you can work out the value of a t and be able to substitute for t here and have a Venn diagram which is complete by having real numbers only without the variable t as such. So it only needs you to work out for the value of t, then you'll be able to substitute. But rather, this is a complete Venn diagram that we are supposed to draw. Right. So can we now quickly and find the value of t? By the instructions of the question here, they say, and use it to calculate the value of t. So we have a Venn diagram, which is this one here. We have drawn it. We are here. Now they say, and use it to calculate the value of t. So now let us find the value of t. Right. So to find the t, by what we have been doing in the past, applying some knowledge in the mathematics in other areas of concern, you can really detect here to say this is just like one thing which comprises up of 30 members, meaning to say all the spaces inside here with their numbers. It means when we add their numbers, it means they give us what? 30. So I talk of this space outside here is a category of the number of students who plays neither of the games. There are 4. 4 is part of 30. And this is the space here, 12 minus t, is also representing the number who plays football only. Is part of 30. T also is part of 30. This one is also part of 30. So simplifying the value of t, let's just have the summation of this expression, that expression, and a 4 aside. This should be equal to 30, the equation of which can help us to find the value of t. So here we go. We have t plus 12 minus t, this one, and then plus 15 minus t, that plus 4 here give us what? Theta sine. So if you can try to solve this equation with a variable t within it, we have a situation like this, t plus, here there's 1, we are removing the bracket now, just like 1 multiplied by everything inside, have 12 minus t, and the same one here for this outside bracket, multiplied by all terms inside the bracket, we have got plus 15 minus t. Then here plus 4 is equal to what? 30. So if we can play the game with the like terms, we have t minus t, we get 0. And then here we're remaining with minus t. It means here the result that we get from the simplification of the t's, we have got negative t here. And then we are going to consider the like terms about the numbers. 12 plus the talk of the 15. This gives us 27. 27 plus 4, that gives us 31. So here we have got 31. On the other side we have got what? 30. Right. So we need to find the value of t. We have to transfer 30 to the right hand side. So what we have here, it will be like here we remain with negative t. and we go here, we have got our item, is 31, goes to the right hand side, it will change the sign to be negative 31, then here I've got negative t, and we subtract 30 minus 31, we get negative 1. So if we can divide both sides by negative 1, we have our value of t as equal to 1. So value of t here is 1. Right, so we have found the value of t as 1. Right, so that's the way we do in response to the questions such like this one here. You have your Venn diagram, you are asked to work out for t, and it is found as 1. Then finally, how many pupils do not play football? Right, so you come here again. How many do not play football? So you can just look at the spaces which does not contain any circle of the football. So what you do first is just like the complement of f, that's what is here. It's more like you work out number of elements, any complement of f. Right, so it means first, let's take note the circle of f is this one. Everything found near it means it plays what? Football. But anything outside, it means do not. So here we consider this expression and a 4. Right, so what we have there, it means we have got this situation here. Number not playing football. Talk of football. It B, we consider the 15 minus t, which is outside it. You talk of 15 minus t plus a 4. If you look at this expression, 15 minus t is outside the what? F, which is football. And the 4 again, they don't literally play anything. They don't play football or tennis. So it means 4 is part and parcel of the what? Discussion here. So now we know the value of t as 1. So here it means we have got 15 minus 1. We have there plus 4. And here give us 14, which is going to be added with a 4. And the answer we have is 18. So that's the way we go. It means here 18 students do not play football. Right. So that's it about this question here about the survey our friend conducted some time back, where he got that type of information: 12 pupils playing football, 15 pupils playing tennis, and 4 plays neither. While T is now, which is 1, are able to play both games. That's it about the first. So this is just a 2-set problem where you might be asked to have a problem where you draw the Venn diagram, you have 2 sets like F and T. Can you now go to the other category of the word problems, where we have to see ourselves now drawing 3 subsets. Like here we have got F and T, 2 subsets of the inverse set. We may also have problems or situations where we find ourselves drawing 3 subsets. So this is the other area of discussion. Right, 3-set problem. Right. It doesn't mean that we're going to talk different issues all along. No, the thing remains the same by what we have discussed in the first problem and the previous videos. Right, the knowledge remains intact. What I have here is information about the students themselves, but now we are looking at the issue of the subjects that these students choose. Right, you know, when you're at school, you sometimes choose a subject. There are some subjects you enjoy most as you are learning. Yeah, that is normal in life. Right, so here we have 40 of our friends who are in the class, and they were asked to choose amongst the 3 subjects, which are namely history, geography, and social studies. The same in your class, your teacher can come and ask you to choose a subject. You can at least identify me before. Right, so you are there to at least say, I like that one, somebody say, I prefer that one, things like that. Now, these are the results we have here. It was found that 8 students chose all the 3 subjects. They say, I like all of them, history, geography, and social studies. 7 chose history and geography only. 4 students chose history and social studies only. 2 students chose geography and social studies only. 10 students chose social studies only. X plus 1 is an expression. chose history only. X minus 2 students chose geography only. Look at that. So we have here 2 problems where we're going to work out based on this information we have here. They ask us to present the information in the Venn diagram. It's more like a statistical issue, so one you have to present it, right, in the form of where sometimes it might be used in the future, things like that. Then after, we have to find how many people choose geography only. Right, you see here geography only is represented by an expression x minus 2, so which means this one is not complete. So what is there is more like we need to work out the value of x. Right, once we find the value of x, then we substitute here and subtract the 2, then that give us the number of students who chose geography only. Right, now here we go. By the first problem, how we introduce ourselves into the Venn diagram, it remains as such, where we see ourselves drawing the rectangular figure, which looks more like this. This is like now universal, main, set, right. So here you see this rectangular shape signifying the number of students in that class, universal. So right here on top here, a symbol of universal, but with n, that here we have got 40 members in the universal set. So if you can look now here, we have got 1, 2, 3 subjects. This tells us that we have got 3 sets, minor sets under discussion, which has to be simplified, which has to be broken up out of the 40. So as I said, you can obviously have up the presentation in the form of capital letters to say, let those who belong to history represented by H. When I see this one, I talk of history, right? Then let's have the geography represented by G, that is geography, and let's have the social studies maybe represented by S, that is social studies. So the same here we're going to draw inside here. But now how we do draw, we can disjoint the sets. If not, we can intersect the sets depending on the nature of the question. If we find that there are some members who belong into all the 3 sets. Right. So like here, if I look at information of the first bullet, tells that 8 students chose all the 3 subjects. It means the 8 belong to H, G, and S. So how I will draw how I will complete up the Venn diagram here, it will be like the 3 sets inside the rectangular figure has to intersect and be able to show a space that belongs to all the 3 sets, which are for this represented by circle H, circle G, and here circle S as such, where S is social studies, and we talk of the G geography, H history. Right. Now let us feed the whole of this information inside here. The spaces are well and self-explanatory. This is history only, geography only, here neither, here social studies only, here the middle part we talk of history, geography, and social. Then this one, it means history, geography only. You can see the space there. Here is only geography and social studies. Here you talk of history and social studies. So here you talk of all of them. So take these ones and fix them in here directly. So let's begin with the first information. 8 chose O, so it means A to be here. And then you go here, 7 chose history and geography only. The spaces here, geography and history only, is this one here. You write a 7. This is only geography and history. Then 4, history, social studies only. History, social studies only, the space is here. And then talk of 2, geography and social studies only. Geography, social studies only is here. And then we also talk of 10, chose social studies only. Social studies only. And you'll be able to tell that this is the space under write a 10. Right? And then X plus 1, chose history only. History only. This is history only. So you like that expression, X plus 1. And finally, X minus 2, chose geography only. This is your X minus 2 as such. So that is our Venn diagram. So for part 1, we have done it. We have presented the information in the Venn diagram. This is what's supposed to be done. Now, find how many pupils chose geography only. So here, geography only is this space here. there's an expression, as Eddie explained, that say we need just have to find the value of x. Right. So let's just find the value of x here and then substitute where x, once it is found, we just subtract it from 2 and we have got the number who chose geography only. Right. So how to do this? We do as we did earlier. You have to sum up all the number of subsets inside here, and this has to be equated to 40, and you'll be in the position to have that equation that will help you to calculate the variable, the value of the variable x as such. So what we have here will be x plus 1, then this one should be added with the talk of x minus 2, then plus 2 plus 10 plus 80 plus 7. This should give us what? That is 40. So you talk of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What number have I skipped? We talk of a 4, so I can have also a 4. This is one expression, another expression like that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I've got here spaces again 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 subsets, making 40. So if we can try to sum up this side here by considering the right terms together, we remove the brackets and have something like this one first. X plus 1 plus x minus 2 plus 2 plus 10 plus 8 plus 7 equal to 40. You'll be able to appreciate that when we consider like terms such as x first of all, then that we're going to get there, it will be 2x, right? Because it will go of x plus x. And finally, if you are going to add the numbers as such, which are also like terms, talk of 4 plus 4 plus 1 minus 2 plus 2 plus 10 plus 8 plus 7, you get 30. Right, and this equal to 40. Right, now from there, like terms together, what do you get from there? You'll be able to appreciate 30 will go to the right hand side with 40, and the result of which will be like 2x is equal to 40, then minus 30. And then you get the 2x equal to 10, and divide both sides by 2. What do we have? You get x as equal to 5. So look at that. So the value of x that we see in this Venn diagram is represented by 5. Now lastly, in response to the question here, they say find how many pupils choose geography only. Then you go on the space that represents geography only. And this space here, you'll be able to see that it is this one here, this space where we have got the expression x minus 2. So you respond there to say, therefore, those who take geography only, you write that expression x minus 2. For the x, substitute for 5, and you have got 5 minus 2, and the answer is 3. That's all. Right, so my dear students, this is the way we handle issues about sets. When it comes to application, this is the sensitive part of your exam. Most of the questions, they come here, they give you 8 marks, 10 marks. So please, can you revise these types of questions? There are so many. You can find them in past papers and in books for practice so that you can be able to realize the secrecy of the what? Knowledge about sets. Thank you very much. But please do not forget to always update yourself by the videos. There's a link down here. Always remember that so that you should be connected. Thank you.